Welcome to the One Life podcast with Behka White. This is episode 126, Raising Humans. Not to be redundant, but at our house, we love basketball. Our kids love basketball. We coach, we rebound, we cheer, we watch obscene amounts of basketball. And as I have mentioned, we have two daughters currently playing collegiately. There's one in high school and one in middle school. And we love it. Occasionally, when one of our kids experiences a major injury or a major disappointment or injustice of any kind or fill in the blank, Rob and I look at each other and say, "Remind me why we do this? Why are we chasing basketball?" It feels fruitless and hopeless at times. And if we were just chasing basketball, it would be. And it would be a waste of time. But we're not really chasing basketball. Years ago, possibly before raising our children, I heard a man share a story that guides our parenting principles. This man, named Lawrence C. Dunn, he stressed the importance of the principle of work being taught in the family and home setting. He says this, quote, "There is evidence to support that at least in the United States, the problems of stress and tension might be linked to a gradually decreasing average number of hours worked by the labor force. The suggestion is that free time, not work, might be a major cause of stress and tension on individuals. While we were growing up," he goes on, "while we were growing up in a small community, my father saw the need for my brother and me to learn the principle of work. As a result, he put us to work on a small farm on the edge of town where he had been raised. He ran the local newspaper, so he could not spend much time with us, except early in the morning and in the evening. That was quite a responsibility for two young teenagers, and sometimes we made mistakes. Our small farm was surrounded by other farms, and one of the farmers went in to see my father one day to tell him the things that he thought we were doing wrong. My father listened to him carefully and then said, 'Jim, you don't understand. You see, I'm raising boys and not cows.'" End quote. Now, farms are hard to come by these days unless you are my sister Maren Stafford, who just made a farm in the middle of her city to raise her 7 boys and 1 girl. But that's not the point. Our kids don't necessarily need a farm, but they do need something that teaches them to work. They need something that teaches them to be uncomfortable and to grow and stretch and fail and keep going and to succeed in humility. In the end, they need something that lights their passion. They need something that gets them off the couch. So, back to my original thought. We are not chasing basketball. We are raising girls and 1 boy. And sometimes we forget that basketball is not the point and that the human is the point. And when that happens, that's our chance to learn and grow in parenting. And the good news for all of you who still have kiddos at home, just as soon as you have it all figured out, your kids will be grown and out of the house. And so, the invitation today is to reflect on this question. Are you raising humans? Whether it be kids or grandkids, nieces or nephews, students or neighbors, we are all raising humans in some capacity. Or are we just chasing something else? It has been my experience that if we are chasing something, we will never run fast enough to catch it. And if we are focused on raising humans, we are always winning. Until next time, keep living your best life.